First, let's make the starting lineup for Allderdice High School. Number 2, Kaylin Plummer. Number 6, Ben Lund. Number 9, Abe Kurzweg. Number 12, Will Ganger.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly there at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We are just about ready to get underway here. Allderdice coming to right field at Newman Stadium to face North Allegheny Tigers. This is the first game in the second round of section matchup with these two. First game was an overtime win by North Allegheny at Allderdice, and this is a critical game specifically for NA right now, currently tied in third place with a record of 4-3 with Butler. Allderdice is in 5th place, just a game back, and in order to create some separation, North Allegheny is going to need a victory today. So today is senior day, and Coach Bobby has opted to sit some of the regular starters and fill them in with seniors. So we do have a different starting lineup than we've had all season, and I'll get to that here in a second. As we have a pause in play, I'll let you know who's on the field. Throw in for North Allegheny right now, Darian Sansosti, who is a senior, starting at right back today. Sam Pasadelis with a nice turn, knocked forward, no one really there to run onto it, and Allderdice able to clear. Clearance comes back to midfield, and defender able to keep, or Allderdice able to keep the ball in play. Plays it back. Jonathan Ross on the tackle, doing a good job not letting the Allderdice player turn. Ball goes far right. Cross into the middle. Jonathan Ross stops the ball. Shot comes across the net. Dangerous opportunity for Allderdice. JP, the keeper, was on it, but with a lot of traffic in front of him, could have easily have been blocked and not able to see that. They play short out of the back. Jason Roman, center back to Sansosti. Ball goes out of bounds to Sam Pasadelis. Throw-in comes in quickly. NA seems to be a little asleep right now. Let's see if they wake up a little bit. They're certainly going to need to. Sansosti plays the ball long for Runat. Allderdice gets there first, able to play it back to the keeper. Luke Anderson unable to keep control, and the ball gets played wide. Luke Anderson able to pick up the second ball and plays it back to Jason Roman to keep possession for North Allegheny. Ball goes wide to Sam Pasadelis. Pasadelis keeps it, turns inside, plays it back to Jonathan Ross, and now Jonathan Ross with some space and time picks his head up, plays a long ball to Will Sinker. He brings it down, turns, not able to keep possession, however, and the ball ends up for Allderdice. Ball gets played to the right mid. Samuel Giannetti with a nice job of keeping possession of that ball, and plays it out wide to Bryce Burrows, but not able to keep it in bounds. Nice job by Samuel Giannetti. Too bad he couldn't keep that ball in play. Throw in comes in, Jonathan Ross with the header away. Bryce Burrows to Sinker. Sinker up for the header. And Samuel Giannetti knocks it out for a Allderdice throw-in. Throw-in comes in. Jonathan Ross clears it, lands at the feet of an Allderdice player. Matt Van Kirk does a great job to fight back and win that ball. Plays it up to Will Sinker. Will Sinker goes up the touchline, trying to find J.D. Renats. Too much space and too far away from Will, I think. And a great ball by Van Kirk as he picked up the clearance to Pasadelis. Pasadelis is going to go touchline. Oh, he cuts inside this time. And the defender does a good job to step in front and win the ball. Now we come back the other way with Darian Sansosti defending. Player for Allderdice dribbles it out of bounds and throw in for North Allegheny. NA plays quickly, the ball comes in, but it's thrown to Allderdice, and Allderdice keeps possession. Ball gets knocked deep, Jonathan Ross is there. The ball bounces around a bit, finally cleared by Samuel Giannetti. Allderdice knocks it back into NA territory. And the ball is on the right side of the field. Samuel Giannetti defending. Bryce Burrows comes back and knocks it out of bounds for an Allderdice throw. So the NA is starting with a back line of Jason Roman and Jonathan Ross as center backs. Dorian Sansosti on the right back. Samuel Giannetti on the left back. J.D. Renats up top with Will Sinker. On the right mid is Sam Pasadelis. On the left mid is Bryce Burrows with Matt Van Kirk and Luke Anderson in the middle. Bit of a shaky start here for North Allegheny. Good job by Luke to step up and win that ball. We've got a couple players running forward. Ball goes out wide to Sinker, but it's not a great ball and ends up at the feet of Allderdice. Defender's able to keep possession and knocks it forward out of bounds now for an Allderdice throw. Throw in one by North Allegheny. It goes to Sinker. Sinker one touch to Anderson. Anderson forward to Van Kirk. Van Kirk with time. He plays Pasadelis. Pasadelis, opportunity to go touchline. He does. Excellent job. Ball across the middle. Tries to knock it back across the middle. Unfortunately, was not able to get good contact on it, and it's going to be a goal kick for Allderdice. Sam Pasadelis does a great job of beating that defender, getting to the touchline and getting a ball across the middle. Great step by Matt Van Kirk to win that ball from the goal kick. Pasadelis with a chip in the middle. No one there for North Allegheny. The clearance gets knocked around a bit. Finally comes all the way back. Jason Roman brings it down with his chest. Tries to go forward, but it ends up to an oncoming midfielder. Jonathan Ross with a step and a tackle, and eventually wins possession of the ball for North Allegheny. Good job. Good defensive steps there. Some good challenges in the back. The ball gets knocked forward for Allderdice, and they did a good job of maintaining, keeping the ball in play. A through ball now, didn't quite make it. Jason Roman there to clean that up and knock it out. It's going to be an Allderdice throw deep into North Allegheny territory. Throw-in comes in. Jonathan Ross with the clearance. Goes to Will Sinker. He goes all the way across the field to Pasadelis. Pasadelis trying to give it back, but it gets cleared. The second ball won by Van Kirk. He tries to go forward for Burrows. It was a very good idea. Unfortunately, just a bit long. Throw-in comes in. Won by Bryce Burrows, but he loses possession, and now Allderdice is coming back. It's a deep ball onto the left winger for Allderdice, but the ball is long, goes out of bounds. Sansosti with the throw, finds Pasadelis. Pasadelis knocks it forward, can't keep it in play, however. It's going to be a throw in for Allderdice. It's an 11 o'clock start today, much earlier than usual, and not normal. Both teams honestly look like they're asleep on the field. No one really able to find any kind of rhythm. Let's see who wakes up first. Sam Allderdice looking for Burrows across the field. The clearance sneaks up in Sinker's feet. Oh, Sinker with a nice try to get open and create some space for his shot, unable to do so. And now we go back the other way. Jason Roman with a great step to win that ball for NA, and Luke Anderson trying to find Burrows, but the ball gets deflected out of bounds. Samuel Giannetti with the throw. He finds Burrows. Burrows trying to go forward, but there's a foul pushed in the back by Will Sinker, and we've got a free kick in favor of Allderdice. Jonathan Ross with the clearance. Ball comes down. Luke Anderson didn't know where the ball was, and Allderdice able to win that. Sam Allderdice comes back and wins possession. Great job. He plays it deep, and it's going to end up to the keeper's hands. NA basically playing long ball and just giving the ball away. Not able to find connections, or even honestly looking for connections in the middle of the field. They're going to need to clean that up. Keeper's punt comes out. Luke Anderson all alone in the middle of the field. Wins position. Heavy touch. He keeps it though. And he's got the ball at his feet. He's keeping it. He's going to create a shot, and he does. Left-footed shot. I love that idea. Ball bounces, ricochets with a lot of spin on it, out and over the goal line for a North Allegheny throw-in. Don't see North Allegheny taking a lot of shots from outside, and I love seeing that. Sam Allderdice with the corner. Ball goes deep. No one there for NA. Jason Roman not able to keep it in play. A wasted opportunity for North Allegheny. When you have a corner kick, you have to have someone at the back of the box. So we got a goal kick for Allderdice. The goal kick comes out. It's a big ball to midfield. Van Kirk up for the header, wins it, but it's second ball for Allderdice, and now they go forward. Give and go. Allderdice mid does keep it in bounds. Ball comes back. Jonathan Ross with a step, but not in time. The shot on goal, and just wide. So the left winger for Allderdice did a good job of keeping the ball in play, beat the defender, got a good ball across the middle, and definitely created a dangerous opportunity for Allderdice. Goal kick comes out to midfield, won by Allderdice. Second ball won by Van Kirk, and when it comes down, it ends up for J.D. Renats. And that ball goes wide to Bryce Burrows. Bryce Burrows with a touch and unable to beat the defender for an NA throw. NA seems to be about half a second late on their touches, or just a bit heavy on their touches when it's needed. And it's hurt them in opportunities where they could make something happen. The ball gets cleared, ends up the back line of NA. Darian Sansosti tries to find Allderdice. It's deflected out of bounds for a North Allegheny throw-in at midfield. Midfield, the throw-in to Allderdice. Sinker with a flick over his head, but to nobody, and so the ball comes back. Allderdice with possession. NA's got it covered if they can just keep their feet. Allderdice attacker tried to dribble just one too many players. Bryce Burrows wins the short goal kick. Back to Giannetti, back to Burrows, to Anderson. Anderson turns inside. He finds Van Kirk. Van Kirk outside to Sansosti. Sansosti to Allderdice. Allderdice tries to go to the line to Sinker and knocked out of bounds. Some good ball movement for 5-6 passes there in a row for North Allegheny. Darian Sansosti brings it down, beats the defender for Allderdice, but plays the ball out of bounds. There's a foul called on Allderdice. Not much there, but we'll take it right at midfield. And Sansasti with the ball. Looking to play short. He plays the ball to Van Kirk in the middle. Van Kirk back to Sansasti. Sansasti plays it across the middle and gives it away to Alderdice. And now back to the man on the left side. Let's see if NA can get out of this. Great tackle by Darian Sansasti to win that ball back and cover for his error on the pass. It comes to Will Sinker. He plays to JD Renats. JD Renats with a heavy touch, unable to keep possession, and knocks back, and then he gets it. He looks for, it's a great ball actually to Sam Pasadelis. He cuts inside, keeper falls down, and oh my goodness, keeper going down made that a very close play. Sam Pasadelis almost able to get to that ball before the keeper. It would have been an empty net in front of him. So the keeper rolls it out. Van Kirk hustles back and shielded out by Pasadelis for a North Allegheny throw-in. Sansasti with the throw. He finds Van Kirk. Van Kirk forward to Sinker. Ball is bouncing. Defender has to address it, and it goes out of bounds for an NA throw. Sam Pasadelis going to have a big throw in here. Let's see if he can get this into the box. It's a big throw into the box. Keeper not able to get a clean touch on it. Volleyballed it to himself. Bounces before picking it up, but really no one there challenging for North Allegheny. Punt comes out to midfield, bounces. Samuel Giannetti with the clearance, but not very far. Ends up for North Allegheny. They play it back, and now they're going to be playing it back on the reset. Good job by Van Kirk. He's just hustles all over the middle of the field to disrupt that pass. We've got substitutions coming in now for North Allegheny. We got some more seniors coming in. Sam Maldia, Braden Jones, Jack Walsh, and Justin Miracle are now in the game for North Allegheny. Justin Miracle seems to be playing the left wing, Jack Walsh the right wing. Braden Jones is up top with Sam Maldia. Justin Miracle wins the second ball, plays Maldia. Maldia to Van Kirk. Van Kirk looking wide, back to play Miracle. If Miracle can get there, keep it in bounds, unable to do so. Just a bit heavy on the touch. Great job by Justin Miracle. I'm sorry, by Van Kirk to get him that ball. Throwing for North Allegheny. Won by Alderdice. Samuel Giannetti with the tackle. Wins the ball. Keeps possession of the ball. Eventually won by Alderdice. We go back the other way. Luke Anderson plays all the way back to the far right side. He finds Pasadelis. Pasadelis looking for help. Plays it deep. Oh my goodness. So the defender misplays the ball. Sam Maldia, assuming the keeper is going to pick it up, just jogs past him, but the keeper dropped the ball. If Sam had charged that ball, it would have been loose. He would have been able to play it. I think NA just needs to be a little bit more sharp with their focus right now, recognizing that they can't really give up on any ball. This is too important a game for them. So Allderdice plays the free kick quickly out of the back. Going now for the left winger, going to end up in JP's hands, and his punt goes out to midfield. Big kick. Second ball won by Luke Anderson. Luke carries it forward, plays it deep into the corner. Looking for Braden Jones. That ball is going to be shielded out of bounds for an Alderdice goal kick. Very sloppy, very slow, non-inventive, no creativity right now for either side. Goal kick for Allderdice, comes out to midfield toward the touchline. Matt Van Kirk defending, and the ball just simply goes out of bounds. So just really sloppy play, as I was saying, from both teams right now. It's pretty much ugly soccer all the way around. Throw in, gets won by Allderdice. Van Kirk again, as he does, hustling back and fighting to disrupt Alderdice's possession. Sam Pasadelis does a great job to win the ball. And now there's a foul on Alderdice, resulting in a free kick for Sam Pasadelis and the North Allegheny Tigers. Braden Jones not able to keep it in play. Ball gets cleared. On the rebound, ball bounces around a bit. Sam Pasadelis is there to knock it forward again. Allderdice knocks it back. A lot of ping-ponging going on. Eventually, Luke Anderson brings it down. He finds Jack Walsh. Jack Walsh loses possession, and now we go back the other way. Ball through the middle. Dangerous ball here. Sam Pasadelis with a good step, and he plays it deep. It's headed away. Samuel Giannetti with a great step, and he wins possession of the ball, gets knocked down in the process, gets up and knocks it free. Luke Anderson ends up with the ball at his feet, plays it out wide to Walsh looking for Braden Jones. Braden into the corner. Is he able to stop it? No. A good idea, just too heavy of a pace, and that ball goes out of bounds. Coming into the game now for North Allegheny are Seth and Andrew Solman. Coming out are Van Kirk and Luke Anderson. So those two have some heavy positions right now in the midfield. Sam Aldia wins the second ball, plays it back, keeps possession, finds Giannetti. Giannetti with a touch. Picks his head up. He's looking for Braden Jones and decides he's going to play it back to Solman. Solman to Ross. Ross outside to Miracle. The ball gets knocked forward. Giannetti again with the ball. He keeps possession. He finds Seth. Seth plays it back to Pasadelis. Pasadelis cuts it inside, creates some space for himself, and then plays it out wide to Miracle. Miracle with a nice move, beats a defender, goes forward. He's got the ball out wide to Maldia. Maldia not able to get there in time. If Sam Maldia can't get it, no one can. And that ball's out of bounds for an Allderdice throw, or goal kick. We are just over halfway through this first half with about 18.5 minutes remaining. Andrew Solman wins the second ball. Jack Walsh loses possession. We go back the other way now. Alderdice charging hard. And the pass intended for the right winger for Alderdice. With a heavy hit, that ball goes out of bounds for a North Allegheny throw-in. And they looking to play it short and quick, and they do. Samuel Giannetti to Jonathan Ross. Jonathan Ross going to tee this up and hit it. And he plays it short to Justin Miracle. Miracle inside to Solman. Solman back to Giannetti. Giannetti to Miracle. And we go forward. Well done playing out of the back. No one there. Miracle gives the ball away in the middle of the field. And now Allderdice coming forward. NA trying to challenge, trying to disrupt flow for Allderdice. Justin Miracle with a great tackle. But the second ball won by the defender. He knocks it forward. Jason Roman is there to defend and knock that ball clear. NA very much struggling right now to keep possession in the middle of the field. And this is going to cost them if they're not careful. Throw in for Allderdice, comes into the box, cleared out by Jason Roman. Won by Allderdice. The ball bounces around a little bit. Sam Maldea challenging. That's a silly foul from Sam Pasadelis right there. And now we've got a dangerous ball that's going to end up coming into the box. When you've got forwards that aren't presenting a danger, to foul them like that, especially anywhere on your own side of the field, makes no sense. This is now going to be a very dangerous ball across the middle. Here it comes. Fortunately, offsides. JP got caught out halfway between the goal and trying to go for the ball, and that could have resulted in a disaster. Ball goes deep, and Braden Jones running on, cuts inside, can't get past the defender, however, but he wins a challenge, plays it back to Jack Walsh. Jack Walsh back to Braden Jones. He's in the corner looking for a ball across, plays it across. It lands up for Sam Maldea, who drives it in for the goal. North Allegheny. Awesome, awesome job. All seniors on the field, and Sam Maldea puts North Allegheny up 1-0 with 15:33 remaining in the first half.
Tigers goal scored by number 9, Sam Maldea.
Not sure that from the run of play that NA deserved that goal necessarily, but the ball ended up in the back of the net, and that's a good thing. So now let's see if NA can build on this momentum. It's going to be a throw-in for Allderdice. It did appear to come off of an Allderdice foot, but no damage done. The ball ends up for Jonathan Ross. He knocks it clear to midfield, and it's going to be an Allderdice throw at midfield. Nobody warming up for North Allegheny. Coach Bobby seems to be content to be able to keep this lineup. The ball gets cleared, won by Samuel Giannetti. He gives the ball away, however, looking for an NA player. Jason Roman cleans up the long ball that goes back and knocks it to the touchline. Tried to be saved by Jack Walsh, but it's out of bounds for an Allderdice throw-in. They play quickly. NA challenging. Allderdice keeping possession in the middle, and good step by Sepp to disrupt their passing. Maldea with the ball. He tries to go into the corner for Braden Jones, and Jack Walsh just not communicating to one another, and ball ends up out of bounds. NA knocks it forward. It's going to be North Allegheny throw-in. Braden Jones unable to keep possession on the throw. Allderdice wins it. Back to Pasadelis. He just knocks it, blasts it forward. It's going to be wide to Justin Miracle. Miracle heads it back to Maldea. Maldea brings it down, creates some space with a strike, but it's blocked by the defender. Comes out to Solman. Solman with a good one-touch pass to Miracle. Miracle with a ball across the box. Nobody there. Dangerous ball across the middle, and no one thinking to be there to run onto it. It's going to be a goal kick now for Allderdice. Goal kick comes out to midfield. It's a big ball. Andrew Solman is there challenging. Second ball ends up at Sepp's feet. Sepp picks his head up. He finds Giannetti. Giannetti finds Miracle out wide. Coach Bobby asking the ball to be sent long. That's our one play apparently that we can do is kick the ball long. Sam Maldea trying to work his magic on the touchline, not able to get past the two defenders he was taking on, and it ends up as a throw-in for North Allegheny. Samuel Giannetti with the throw. Looking to find a black jersey to connect with. He plays over the top for Miracle in the corner. Miracle is able to bring it down, eventually knocked away by Allderdice, and it's going to be an Allderdice throw-in near the flag. Throw-in comes back. Solman does a good job to knock it to Ross. That's Braden Jones with a nice turn, but unable to keep possession. He still fights and disrupts enough to be able to not allow Allderdice to play cleanly out of the back. Jack Walsh, in challenging for a ball, got hit, I'm going to say, in the lower regions, and is currently trying to recover from that. Allderdice now working the ball up the touchline. Seth with a tackle and causes the ball to go out of bounds for a North Allegheny throw-in. The referees are discussing which direction the ball is supposed to be, and it's going to be a North Allegheny throw-in. It certainly appeared that way, but two referees pointing in two different directions. Pasadelis with the throw, looking to find Jones. Jones to Walsh. Walsh carrying it forward with a nice touch. Ball gets stuck between his feet a little bit. He's trying to create some space. Good job to get around the defender. Gets into the corner. Ball comes across the middle. No one there for NA, but the header that's supposed to be cleared out ends up in front of the net. Poor clearance by the defender. Sam Aldia was ridiculously high up in the air to win that ball. And if NA had some more guys forward, that could have been number 2. The keeper's kick comes out to short midfield, won by Seth Ali, but the second ball won by Allderdice, and now they're looking to go deep into the corner. Referee looked like he was about to call offsides and changed his mind. Substitutions now coming on for North Allegheny. Coming back into the game, J.D. Renats, Will Sinker, and Bryce Burrows. Minutes remaining here in the first half. Pasadelis throws it into Miracle, who simply turns and plays it out of bounds. I don't think he realized where he was in reference to the touchline, and so now Allderdice with a throw in. Solomon challenging. The ball gets played deep, but it's going to come out for a goal kick for North Allegheny. The entire front line for Allderdice just changed out, so they've got some fresh legs in there. They have to understand the importance of this game. They cannot afford to lose this game and create a 2-game gap between them and a playoff spot with just 6 games remaining in section play. So the ball played out of the back for North Allegheny, but no one in the middle, and the ball given away at midfield. It's flicked forward. JP comes out to win that ball and easily does so. So JP's punt. Big kick out past midfield. Will Sinker does the right thing to flick it forward, but no one running on. The other forwards need to know that that's what Will's going to do and should be charging past him, expecting that to happen. So ends up being a wasted ball, an effort by Will Sinker. So the ball gets knocked around a bit, back and forth, and Seth is challenging. Allderdice able to turn and create some space in the middle of the field, and they come through. They're looking to play the ball in and deep. Coming back and fighting for the ball, Justin Miracle. Justin Miracle able to win a throw-in for North Allegheny. Good hustle, Justin Miracle on that play. Sam Pasadelis with a big throw. He's looking for J.D. Renats. Second ball is won by Allderdice. Ball gets knocked in deep for Allderdice. Very fortunate not to have a goal right there. Just sloppy midfield play from North Allegheny, not keeping possession, not taking care of the ball. Very lucky that the game's not tied right now. Ball gets played short to Sam Pasadelis. He goes deep for Will Sinker. Ball eventually bouncing around, headed back to the keeper by Allderdice, and we restart from there. Keeper's punt comes to midfield. Samuel Giannetti there wins the header. Second ball won by Allderdice. and eventually brought down by Andrew Sulman. Jonathan Ross is going to run back, clean it up, and he does. Ball went out of bounds, and if it didn't, if that were able to stay in, we would be looking at potentially a Will Sinker breakaway. So the throw-in comes back into play. Seth Ali there to challenge the throw. Ball comes to midfield. No one is there. JD Renat's hustling back, is able to poke it away. Seth Ali wins the ball. He finds Miracle. Miracle looking for JD Renat, but unable to make the pass go through. Try to give and go for Allderdice. Jonathan Ross able to clear that out. Again, looking for JD Renat, and the ball goes out for a North Allegheny throw. Sam Pasadella's going to make this throw. He's looking deep down the touchline, headed out of bounds again for another throw in. This is going to be an opportunity now to throw this one into the box. Let's see if Pasadella's wants to do that. He's going to do it short to Miracle, and the ball goes out of bounds for an Allderdice throw in. Throw into midfield, won by Allderdice. Seth Ali called for the foul. Five and a half minutes remaining in the half. Allderdice with the kick. Pasadella's able to knock it up. Second ball, won by Allderdice, cleared out by Jonathan Ross. Justin Miracle there to challenge. Allderdice still with possession, still trying to create some space, and finally they do. They find open player in the middle, try to go through the center, and a good flick on to the left side. Sam Pasadella's was originally beat on the play. I think he might have got caught ball watching, but with really good speed to get back and defend that, to keep that cross from coming in. But now we've got a corner kick for Allderdice. There's a corner. It's a floating ball. JP up and grabs it securely, which is great. JP taking his time. He rolls it out to Samuel Giannetti. Samuel Giannetti is going to find Bryce Burrows. Bryce Burrows cuts inside, keeps possession, streaking across the middle of the field. And looked like a great tackle. Unfortunately, the referee called a foul. That was a good tackle by Allderdice. No foul there at all. But that's going to result now in a free kick that's going to be very dangerous. Jonathan Ross plays it short to Pasadella's. Pasadella's now chips it into the middle. Deflected out by Allderdice. Renats is there to win the ball. Oh. We've got a goal kick there for Allderdice. Playing it short like that is great, but when coach is screaming it from the touchline, everyone on the field knows what's going to happen, and then NA really not able to make that happen the way they want. Goal kick is not a good kick. It's low and on the ground, but it does get out to midfield. Second ball eventually is won by Allderdice, and they're able to keep possession working out of the back. Give and go at midfield. They're coming forward now, up to the left side. Sam Pasadella's is there. He challenges. Solomon is there to pick up the loose ball, and it goes out of bounds for an Allderdice throw. The throw is quick. It's headed backwards, and JP is going to grab the ball. With the ball in his hands, 3 minutes remaining in the first half. NA up 1-0. Let's see if they can get out of this first half with keeping that lead. It's been all seniors so far for North Allegheny, and a lot of starters still on the bench. JP again with the ball in his hands. He plays it out wide to Pasadella's. Pasadella's looking for a deep ball, and he plays it long, looking for JD Renats, who's running on. Allderdice defender is looking to keep the ball outside, and he does. He knocks it out for a North Allegheny throw-in. Justin Miracle going to throw this ball in. Top of the 18. Throwing the ball over everybody's head except the Allderdice players, and now we're coming back the other way. Dangerous counterattack. Jason Roman is there to disrupt the play, but Allderdice maintains possession. Ball goes out to the right side and back into the middle. Jonathan Ross is there, brings the ball down, clears it, but it doesn't go far. Top of the 18, flick back to the right side. Unfortunately for Allderdice, that could have been a goal-scoring opportunity, and Allderdice, very unfortunate not to have a better ball there. Would have had a shot on goal, and there was an interesting deflection in the corner. What should have been a throw for Allderdice ended up rebounding off an Allderdice player before it went out, and NA ends up throwing the ball in. Samuel Genetti's throw never went into play, and now Allderdice ends up with the throw in anyway. So a throw comes in, it comes all the way through the middle. Andrew Solomon with the ball. He just cranks the ball forward for Will Sinker. Will Sinker running on. He's got 3 defenders on him. He ends up going down. No foul, and so the keeper's punt comes out. Sefai with Ali with the win of the header. Push in the back there by Allderdice, and with less than a minute remaining, NA is going to have a dangerous free kick here near midfield. So 30 seconds remaining in the game. Jonathan Ross looking to put this ball into the box, and that's where it goes. Header cleared by Allderdice. Solomon is there to knock it down for Pasadelis. Pasadelis with a strike that's far wide of the goal, and we have a goal kick now for Allderdice. Ball bounces around in midfield a bit, and that's how the first half is going to end. We are 1-0 North Allegheny.
North Allegheny 1, Allderdice nothing.
We are moments from getting underway, and so North Allegheny now with a new lineup, ditching the senior only method, and we have in the game Kensley Owens at the right mid, Jonathan Swan at the right back, playing out of the back, short and quickly, and North Allegheny looking to keep possession. Samuel Genetti looking deep for Sinker. Ball gets knocked back and brought down by Allderdice, but Luke Anderson is there to pick it up. Luke Anderson streaking forward, and he is a foul called on him for doing I don't know what, but a foul nonetheless. So we're going to be coming back the other way. If the referee calls the game that soft, there's going to be a lot of whistles here in the second half. Ball gets headed back. It's going to roll all the way back to JP. He picks it up. He's going to be looking to play short out of the back, and he does. He rolls the ball to Samuel Genetti. Samuel Genetti back to JP. JP picks the ball up, back to Genetti. Genetti with the touch, and out to Bryce Burrows. Bryce Burrows keeps the ball looking for Anderson, but gives the ball away, and now we're coming back the other way. Samuel Genetti steps up, wins it, finds Burrows. Burrows to Anderson, and Anderson coming forward. Man on his back, looking to find Burrows again, but unable to connect. Jason Roman with a great step. Luke Anderson keeps it. Falls down on his delivery, unfortunately. Kensley Owens with a nice touch to Sinker. Sinker back to Owens, but it's going to roll back to Swan. Swan to Kensley. Kensley with a great ball into Sinker. Sinker in the corner with a right-footed cross into the middle. No one there for NA. Swatted away by the keeper and eventually knocked back. Samuel Genetti going to pick this up. He's going to play all the way back to Jason Roman. Jason Roman's going to knock it forward, and Jetty Renats is there. Tries to connect with Bryce Burrows, but it goes out of bounds. Throw in for Allderdice, won by Genetti. Burrows picks up the second ball. He keeps it in play. Great ball into Renats. Renats not able to keep possession. Fighting for it, ends up in the keeper's hands. Keeper for Allderdice with possession. Ball comes back to midfield. Won by Van Kirk. Second ball ends up at Allderdice, and he brings it down. Kensley Owens on the challenge, able to disrupt enough. Bryce Burrows ends up winning that ball. He kicks it forward nowhere, and it goes right to Allderdice. Sloppy possession with time. Bryce needs to pick his head up and find a black shirt. Allderdice maintains possession and playing the ball in the middle. Eventually they play it out of bounds. Sloppy play by Allderdice ends up with being a throw-in for North Allegheny. Sammy Giannetti slows down, throws the ball into Matt Van Kirk. Ball gets played out. And now Allderdice keeping possession. Jonathan Swan with a great step. Wins the ball, but no help there from NA midfielders. NA again a bit slow. Midfield just seems to be a half step slow and not really looking in the right places. Sloppy play right now. Allderdice wins the ball. Great ball and behind Jonathan Swan into the left winger for Allderdice, but Jonathan Swan recovers quickly. Tackles, but the ball rebounds in favor of Allderdice. Ball is won by Jonathan Swan on a great tackle. Everybody screaming loudly because the Allderdice attacker went down, but the ball was in Jonathan's feet. Obviously a good tackle and no foul. So Kensley Owen comes back, wins, able to fight for that ball, but someone's going to be called for a foul, and now it's going to be a free kick. Dangerous free kick in favor of Allderdice on that side of the field. Ball gets chipped in. JP comes out. Easy ball for JP to grab, and he does. Those are so dangerous. And the ball gets rolled out quickly to Jonathan Swan. He's got space and time. He's looking to play a deep ball, and he looks great long ball for Sinker. Sinker not able to get there. Obstructed by the defender for Allderdice. I can't believe that that's not called. JD Renats fights back to challenge, and the ball ends up being a throw-in. Throw-in for North Allegheny. Coaches for NA letting the referees know that there was definitely grabbing and holding. That would be pass interference easily if we were playing the other kind of football here, but was not called. So Kensley Owens wins the ball, plays it back to Swan. Swan cuts up the sideline, back to Owens. Owens looking to get a ball in, beats his defender, crosses the ball, earns a corner kick for North Allegheny. Good work by Kensley. Bryce Burrows is going to take this corner. In swinger with the left foot. It's low, headed up and out again by Allderdice. I like the driven ball into the box, but needs to have a little more height on it to be able to clear that first line and get in deep into the goal mouth. Let's see if this one's a little better, and it is. Good curling ball in. Ball is cleared out by Allderdice. Second ball bounces around, eventually won. Samuel Giannetti coming back. He heads it backwards to Jonathan Ross, who heads it back to Samuel Giannetti. He gets a touch and looks inside to Matt Van Kirk. Van Kirk with time and space. He's got Burrows. Burrows on his left foot. Ball across the middle. Dangerous ball. The Allderdice defender was able to get a touch. Otherwise, that ball is running right onto an NA attacker to tap in for an easy goal. Jonathan Swan with a great step forward to disrupt that ball out of the back. But Allderdice ends up with the ball for a throw-in. No one in the midfield for NA, and Allderdice able to throw it in short and quick. Jonathan Swan is there. Did a good job defending to keep that ball from coming too far into play. We've got an Allderdice throw. Allderdice throw challenged by Jonathan Swan. Another Allderdice throw. Jonathan Swan doing a great job defending. Throw comes into the box, headed out by Roman. Top of the 18, shot well wide of the goal. Dangerous bouncing ball, but the shot just not on target. Coming into the game, Zoe Peterson. Zoe had an excellent game the other night against Pine Richland, and he's going to come in to play the 6. Stepping out is Luke Anderson. JP with a short goal kick. Van Kirk there to challenge, wins the header, wins the second ball as well. And as the ball bounces around, a lot of NA players staring at each other. Eventually it ends up at Jonathan Ross's feet. He plays forward. It bounces around a bit and going to end up being a throw-in for North Allegheny. Samuel Giannetti throws it into Van Kirk. Van Kirk loses possession, but then able to fight and win possession back again. He gets a foul called in his favor, and now we have a free kick for North Allegheny. Van Kirk plays it short to Burrows on the left side. Burrows into the middle. Allderdice defender able to knock it out. It's going to be North Allegheny throw-in. The throw-in comes in quickly to Peterson. Peterson not able to get there in time, but he is able to knock it forward. The deflection bouncing around, spinning, ends up at Burrows' feet. Burrows touches around the defender, not able to keep it in play, and we have a goal kick for Allderdice. Coming into the game now, Philip Iozzi, and coming out of the game is Bryce Burrows. Philip going to be playing, oh I'm sorry, that's Evan Anderson. Bryce Burrows is out. Evan's going to be playing on the right mid, or I'm sorry, Evan playing forward, and on the left mid now is going to be Will Sinker. Goal kick comes out to midfield, won by Allderdice. Second ball, challenge, bounces around. Zoe Peterson fighting for the ball, and eventually Allderdice ends up with the ball. Gets knocked back. Jonathan Swan tries to clear, misplays the ball. Is back to challenge. Great recovery from Jonathan Swan, saving a 1v keeper shot from about 12 yards out and deflects it out for an Allderdice corner kick. Corner kick for Allderdice comes in. Van Kirk with the header away. Comes out to the 18, knocked back across top of the 18 for Dice, and the ball gets headed softly into JP's hands. So North Allegheny about to regroup. JP rolls it out short to Swan on the right side. Swan picks his head up and plays it forward. Ball is deflected, but Evan Anderson back to Kinsley Owens. It's going to be a foul on Allderdice, and a silly one. So now North Allegheny is going to have a free kick. It's going to be dangerous into the 18 and see if they can create a goal scoring opportunity here. Ball gets played in 18. Great ball by Jonathan Swan. Headed away by Dice. Zoe Peterson heads it back into the 18, but cleared away. Allderdice on a 2v5 attack on the counter. Things start to slow down and more people are back. Kinsley Owen comes back to make a great tackle. Ball gets played all the way across, won by Samuel Giannetti. He brings the ball down and clears it forward, hits Van Kirk with the ball, and so now Allderdice able to maintain possession. Ball gets played along the midfield a bit. Eventually Van Kirk challenges. Peterson is there with a great tackle. Allderdice still able to maintain possession, but not really able to make much happen. NA doing a good job of just disturbing the flow of play. Ball gets dangerously across the middle. Wide open player for Allderdice. Wasn't able to get any balance or his feet behind him, unfortunately, and he knocks it over the goal. Coming into the game, Sam Maldia, Owen Smith, and I believe Jack Walsh or Matt Mim, excuse me. So Zoe Peterson now with the ball at his feet, plays it back to Jonathan Ross. Ross goes forward. Owen Smith wins the header. Kensley Owens with a nice touch to Evan Anderson. Evan Anderson going forward, using his speed, looking for Maldia. Great ball across the middle, deflected by Allderdice. It's going to be a North Allegheny corner. Kensley's corner into the middle, bounces around the 18. Jason Rumman tries to flick it on net, but unable to connect. The ball is out of bounds for an Allderdice goal kick. Goal kick out to midfield. Van Kirk wins the header. Second ball up in the air. No one knows where it is. Eventually, Allderdice able to bring it down, pushed in the back by Will Sinker, and we've got a free kick Allderdice. They play quickly in the middle, and we're moving forward. Coming on hard, Sam Maldia. Great job to challenge that. And Allderdice still able to maintain possession. Good hustle by Van Kirk, but again, all these balls and deflections end up at the feet of Allderdice. Zoe Peterson eventually able to pick the pockets, and he goes forward. He finds Sinker. Sinker with a touch, trying to beat the defender, but unable to. And we go back the other way. Jonathan Ross able to get a critical touch on that ball, otherwise it's through. Sinker finds Anderson's feet. Evan Anderson across the middle to Peterson. Man on his back. He adjusts. And left-footed ball, looking for Anderson again and unable to find him. Ball ends up playing back. Matt Mim with the ball at his feet, and he clears that ball out of bounds. Allderdice with the throw, second ball. Peterson wins the challenge. He finds Sinker. Sinker back to Mim. Mim back to Sinker. Sinker inside to Van Kirk. Van Kirk looking to find Evan Anderson. Ball goes out of bounds for an Allegheny throw-in. Throw-in long for Evan Anderson. Defender kicks it back over his head, deflected again, rolls back. Allderdice with possession. Jonathan Ross comes charging out. Empty now middle for Allderdice, taking on Owen Smith 1v1. Kensley Owens is there to defend, but Allderdice able to keep possession of the ball. Eventually they go across the middle. Ben Kirk with a nice challenge. The referees don't seem to understand how soccer works, and they're calling silly fouls. Silly fouls. But this is a dangerous one now. Allderdice with the ball, 35 yards away from goal. Ball's going to come across the 18, back corner, and headed away. Fortunately for NA, Allderdice has not had any good set-piece opportunities, even though they've had the chances. They just have been playing poor balls into the box. Ball gets played short out of the back to Matt Mim. He turns inside to Peterson. Peterson looking for help. Turns back again. Nowhere to go. He knocks it forward to Sinker on the touchline. Sinker loses the ball, and now Allderdice maintains possession. Matt Mim with a challenge. Wins the ball for NA. Inside to Van Kirk. Van Kirk going to play it out wide to Owens. Owens, ball at his feet. Plays the ball into Sam Maldia. Maldia gets a ball across the middle. Dangerous ball. Bounces around. Maldia is there to pick it up again with a heavy touch, and unfortunately unable to maintain possession. It was a good dangerous ball across the middle by Sam Maldia. Unfortunately, NA not able to bring the ball down. Smith with the throw. He finds Kensley Owens, back to Smith. Smith back to Owens. Wasn't expecting the ball, and he ends up on his back. And now we're going back the other way. Zoe Peterson able to win possession, turns. Good job keeping possession of the ball. He plays it forward to Kensley. Kensley, ball at his feet, beats a defender and goes forward. Great ball into Matt Van Kirk. Van Kirk in the corner, 1v1. Ball across the middle, back of the 18. Jason Roman inside with a flick on by Evan Anderson. That was actually Will Sinker with a knock back into the middle. Evan Anderson with a nice ball. That ball was going into the corner. The net keeper able to recover and get there in time. The ball did not have much pace on it. A little bit harder, and that ball's in the back of the net. Poor kick by the keeper, won by Kensley Owens. Kensley fouled in the back, and we're going to have a free kick for North Allegheny now, about 40 yards away from goal. All these free kicks result in scoring opportunities. If this ball is played right, should be dangerous. There it is, top of the 18. Winner won by Will Sinker, knocked in front. North Allegheny player must have been offsides, but Will Sinker with a great job to head that ball in across the middle of the goal. And Evan Anderson and Matt Van Kirk were both on that. But offsides is the call. 21 minutes remaining. We are halfway through the second half. NA still nursing a 1-0 lead. Foul on Zoe Peterson at midfield. Allderdice plays it short. Ball comes across the middle. Good step by Zoe Peterson. He wins the ball. He's got help forward. He plays Sam Maldia looking for his feet, but not able to connect, and the ball gets cleared out by Allderdice defender. JP ends up with the ball, miskicks the ball, but it still goes out to midfield. Van Kirk challenges for the header. Second ball is won by Allderdice. Matt Mim is there. Should have been a North Allegheny throw-in, but referee saw it otherwise. Throw in for Allderdice, won by Van Kirk. Out of bounds again for another Allderdice throw. Jonathan Ross wins possession, knocks it forward deep for Evan Anderson. Evan Anderson to Maldia. Maldia's fast. He gets there, dribbles the keeper with a touch. Unfortunately, the defender for Allderdice was back. Otherwise, Sam Maldia is putting that into an empty net. Good work by Sam Maldia and Evan Anderson to combine to create a dangerous opportunity for North Allegheny. Throw in for Allderdice is misplayed, and NA unable to keep possession. We go back the other way. Allderdice throw. Allderdice working down the field, 15-20 yards of time on the throw-ins. Substitution coming in for Allderdice at the forward position. Allderdice trying to be cute with the ball, loses possession, and now North Allegheny with a throw-in. They play it short to the middle of the field. Zoe Peterson back to Jonathan Ross. Jonathan Ross out to Matt Mim. Matt Mim looking for help. Plays a deep ball, but gives it away in the midfield, and now we're going back the other way. Matt Mim wins possession, however. Sinker to Van Kirk. Van Kirk back to Roman. Roman picks his head up. He's going to go in the corner to Kensley Owens. Kensley brings the ball down. Good job. He finds Van Kirk. Van Kirk to Sinker. Sinker, ball at his foot. Trying to beat the defender. Falls down and then clips the defender when he tries to run behind him, and free kick Allderdice. If Van Kirk's pass would have been through and behind, Sinker was in. Jonathan Ross doing a good job of challenging that ball and knocking it backwards and forcing Allderdice now to play out of the back. Good challenge there by Kensley Owen. He's in, and he is. Ball from Evan Anderson back to Kensley. Kensley back to Evan Anderson. Goes through him, and there is Sam Maldia, second goal of the night. Basically a gift. The ball rolls right to him. What a great play between Evan Anderson and Kensley Owens to get that ball into a position for the North Allegheny Tigers to go up 2-0. 17:24 remaining in the second half.
22 minutes, 36 seconds.
Critical time now for North Allegheny with a 2-0 lead. The last thing you want to do is give up a goal and give any momentum at all to Allderdice. So now ball comes in. Jonathan Ross with a great tackle to hold up the challenge. Matt Mim there to play. I don't know what the foul is there. These referees have no understanding of what a foul is. But now this is going to result in a dangerous free kick. There was nothing there. Matt Mim clearing the ball and colliding with an Allderdice player. "35 yards away from goal. Ball is the corner of the 18. Touched by Jason Roman. Tried to be cleared by Solman. Kensley Owen is there on the tackle. And eventually out of bounds for a corner kick for Allderdice. So again, dangerous time here. Definitely don't want to be giving up a goal. Here comes the corner. Headed away by Kensley Owens. Ball on top of the 18. Knocked forward, deflected, and eventually JP ends up with the ball in his hands. JP taking his time. He's going to send this long. Ball comes out to midfield. No one there for North Allegheny. Won by Allderdice. Brings it down. It's a nice catch actually with a handball, not called. Ball comes out wide. Matt Mim with a step and knocks it forward. But Allderdice able to win possession. Solman there on the challenge. Will Sinker called on the foul. Very silly. Ticky-tack fouls being called by the referee. Ball midfield. It's gonna look like they're trying to make a dangerous situation here. Big ball into the box. Headed out by North Allegheny. Rebounded on the back of another NA player, and it's gonna go out of bounds for an Allderdice throw. Coming into the game is Sam Pasadelis for Kensley Owens, and Kensley had an amazing showing. Good stuff, Kensley Owens. Also coming into the game is William Statsko. William Statsko coming in for Will Sinker. Throw in for Allderdice. Headed away by Jonathan Ross. Andrew Solman turns. He's got Sam Pasadelis. He finds him to Sam Maldia. Sam Maldia sprinting on, using his speed. Pass back to the keeper. He's challenging. Forces a rushed kick, but Allderdice is there. Matt Mim defending now the through ball, able to shield that ball out of bounds. Well done, Matt, for a North Allegheny throw-in. This ball should go down the line far to Statsko, and it does. Good job. Statsko takes it inside where he creates a little bit of space for himself. Loses possession, however, and the ball gets kicked away. Two NA players looking at each other. Don't know if they're communicating. Eventually, they let the ball go out of bounds for a North Allegheny throw-in. Throw comes down to Pasadelis. He flicks it forward for Maldia. Ball gets knocked back. Solman challenges, but too late. And now there's a give and go on the left side of the field. They get back behind Owen Smith. The ball gets played forward. JP easily with the ball in his hands. JP taking his time, no rush to restart this. Eventually the kick comes out. It's not a good one. Bounces out to midfield. Easily won by Allderdice. No NA player within 10-15 yards. A lot of give and go. Finally, Jonathan Ross able to knock it forward. William Statsko wins it. He finds Evan Anderson. Evan Anderson challenging for it, wins the ball. He plays Sam Maldia, looking to put him through, but the ball gets deflected back. After bouncing around, Allderdice ends up with the ball, going to work down the touchline. He gets to the goal line, tries to go across the middle, deflected out of bounds, and we have a corner kick for North Allegheny. Andrew Solman on the ball. Ball comes across, great corner, no one there for NA. It was played deep into the corner, deep into the box, and just no one back there. It's the second time we've had a corner kick come all the way deep through and no one present for North Allegheny. Good tackle by Matt Mim to disrupt the attack for Allderdice as they try to go down the right side. The ball eventually gets cleared out. Matt Mim still challenging. And eventually, Allegheny throw. Owen Smith plays the ball deep to Allderdice. Allderdice looking to create space for a cross. He does, and it's deflected out of bounds for North Allegheny corner. Andrew Solman with the corner. Again, deep to the back corner of the 18, headed out by Allderdice. William Statsko is there. Plays it back to Matt Mim. He knocks it back into the middle, but easily cleared out by Allderdice. Matt Mim is there again, carries it across, looking for help, looking for Maldia, and eventually the ball ends up for Owen Smith. Owen turns again, faces forward. He finds Maldia. Maldia trying to go forward, trying to create space, no one helping, and eventually runs out of room and time. Maldia comes out. I don't know why the goal scorer is coming out. He did a great job. Coming in is Phil Iozzi, and also coming into the game, Samuel Giannetti back at left back. 10 minutes remaining. 2-0 North Allegheny, and North Allegheny keeping some good possession right now, and the field seems to be tilted a little bit in this direction. Injured player for Allderdice, and the referee is going to stop the game for a moment to make sure he's okay. Throw from Allderdice into Iozzi. He was grabbed and pulled down. Nothing called. The referees have called much less than that, but anything in the box, they don't want to, they swallow their whistles. It's very interesting. You can sense some desperation here for Allderdice. I think it's a good opportunity to get a counterattack goal for NA if they play smart. Roman with the clearance. And the ball's going to roll out for a North Allegheny throw. Owen Smith to Allderdice. Allderdice turns. He's got space, keeps possession, and he's going to go far left to Statsko. Statsko cuts inside, beats his defender. He plays Evan Anderson. Evan Anderson to Solman. Solman wide to Giannetti. Giannetti with a touch inside. Another one. And then looking inside, a poor ball actually. Just didn't get enough on it, and now we're coming back the other way on a counter. Ball gets cleared forward. JP with the ball at his feet. He's going to hold it there to waste some time till they come forward. He picks it up, and now we're going to have a big kick out to midfield. Ball goes out to midfield. It's a nice punt. Phil Iozzi is there. Second ball won by Allderdice. Ball goes up the left side. On the defense is Roman. Roman is there. Forces the pass back. Good ball across. JP is there to make the catch. On the goal line. Allderdice fans are cheering, but there was really nothing there. It was just a cross that was too close to the keeper. So the ball comes out to midfield. Stasko wins the second ball, keeps the ball. He finds Iozzi. Iozzi looking for Allderdice. He's got space, no need to get rid of it. He's got guys on the backside if he sees him, and he does. Cross the middle, unable to get enough on it, and the ball eventually won by Allderdice. Now they're working forward, but some give and goes in the middle of the field. Jason Roman is there to clean that up. Ball's going to go deep and forward. Evan Anderson challenging, but oh, and he wins a ball misplayed by Allderdice. He's got Philip Iozzi. He plays his feed. Philip with an opportunity, shot on goal to the keeper and bounces away. Keeper eventually makes that save. No one following the shot. Phil Iozzi with a nice hard shot, but unfortunately right at the keeper. Ball comes out to midfield. Samuel Giannetti challenging. Second ball is going to be won by Jonathan Ross, and he knocks it forward. He finds William Statsko. Statsko is there. Jonathan Ross defending. Corner of the 18. Ball across the middle. JP. Not a very conventional save, but a save nonetheless. Grabs that ball across the middle. Seemed to have bounced in behind him a bit, but he was able to maintain control. JP's punt out to midfield. Phil Iozzi is there. Phil brings it down. Nice touch and turn, but an Allderdice defender behind him seemed to have read what he was going to do. So now we're back the other way. NA defending in the middle of the field. Owen Smith heads it out. Solman's going to end up with the ball at his feet. He's got Statsko and finds him on the outside. Statsko cuts inside, back to Solman. Solman turns, fouled at midfield, and North Allegheny gets to restart, kill some time with just over 5.5 minutes remaining. Jonathan Ross going to play this ball deep. He's going to put it into the 18, it looks like. And it's exactly what happens. Keeper's calling for the ball, but Evan Anderson is there, gets a little bit of a touch. Keeper screaming at his teammates. And substitution now for North Allegheny. Coming into the game, Jonathan Swan and Kensley Owens. Owens throws the ball in to Phil Iozzi. Phil Iozzi crosses the ball, ends up in the keeper's hand, bounces around a bit. Keeper's punt out to midfield. Jonathan Swan with the header. Phil Iozzi called for a ball at midfield, and Allderdice looking to play quickly. Loose ball won by Statsko. Statsko keeps the ball, carries it outside, tries to find Evan Anderson, but unable to connect. Ball gets cleared forward. Jason Roman with the header back. Solman wins it, plays it to Zoa Peterson, but poor ball intercepted by Allderdice. Foul by Andrew Solman, and now we've got a very dangerous free kick, 35 yards in front of the goal. Looks like a direct shot on goal. It's going to be wide for an NA goal kick. The game is Matt Van Kirk. The ball gets played short to Jonathan Swan, rolls under his feet, out of bounds for a Allderdice throw in. They throw it back, looking to knock the ball in. The ball bounces around a little bit. Jason Roman clears, goes out to Phil Iozzi. Phil trying to play the bounce and move forward, goes off his arm, and now we have a free kick for Allderdice at midfield. Allderdice free kick, top of the 18, headed out by Jason Roman. Second ball won by Allderdice, and then eventually by Stats go, but the ball continues to ping pong around. Van Kirk looking for Owens. Owens not able to connect, and we've got an Allderdice throw. Basically garbage time right now. Both teams in desperation mode. We have desperation attacking and desperation defending. Owen Smith does a nice job to win the ball in the corner to Van Kirk. Van Kirk going forward to ball continuing just back and forth. No rhythm, no flow. Everyone just waiting for the time to run out. This is going to be an ugly victory for North Allegheny, as many of them have been, but an important one. It's going to put them at 5-3 and 2 games clear of a playoff spot, which is what they want. Good job by Phil Iozzi to win that ball. Evan Anderson able to keep possession. Statsko gets the ball, takes his time, plays the lateral ball to Van Kirk. Van Kirk out to Kensley Owens. Kensley Owens keeps it, cuts inside, plays a good ball to Phil Iozzi. Iozzi back to Kensley Owens. Kensley beats his man, gets in the box, tries to create something. Van Kirk with the ball bounces out, and he gets the goal. Kensley Owens did all the work. Matt Van Kirk gets to play cleanup. Arguably could have been fouled was Kensley going to the goal line. Great job. Kensley Owens is an absolute beast, and hopefully Bobby is seeing that today. Well done, North Allegheny. It's now 3-0 with less than a minute remaining. Zoe Peterson wins the ball from the kickoff.
Tigers goal scored by number 11, Matt Van Kirk.
Gives the ball away straight to Allderdice. Keeper. Ball goes into the corner. Jonathan Swan
with the goal.
Wins the ball, brings it down, and now looking for Evan Anderson in the corner. Evan Anderson, 25 seconds remaining. The ball in the corner, beats a defender, comes across the middle. It comes out and cleared away for North Allegheny throwing. Throwing goes into William Statsko. Allderdice basically stopping the challenges here. 4-3 seconds left in the game, and this game's going to be called and blown dead. North Allegheny 3, Allderdice 0.